I'm gonna have to make this video. I'm watching this dude reacting to another dude about the bandwagon effect and how he's saying like people just do stuff because they see other people doing it, and it's just kind of I don't know why this group keeps popping up, but it's like everybody kept hating on Nickelback. And I remember back in the day, like they had the song for Spider-Man, one of the Spider-Man movies, like The Hero or whatever, or whoever that was. And then they made a couple other songs, and it was just like, okay, they made some cool songs. I mean, I wasn't gonna run and buy tickets to the concert, but if they popped up on the radio when people was listening to the radio at the time, they was cool. I was, whatever. So, but I didn't get the hate why people hated them though. Like I just didn't get it. Or like I remember at some point, like everybody hated Linkin Park's Menace to Midnight. Like back in like, what was that, 07? And I remember hearing it when I was living in New Mexico at the time in 2008. Like, I don't know where I heard it from, but they was like, they didn't like Menace to Midnight by Linkin Park. And I was just like, why? Like, I just didn't get the hate. And it was, and maybe because I remember somebody was like, they sold out when they was on the soundtrack to Transformers. But I was like, Transformers was cool. Like, man, I just don't, when people constantly hate on something like in mass, I don't get the shit. Just like when the people was hating LeBron James. And I remember asking, because I was helping, like, at the time, this was like, damn, like 2011 or something like that. Yeah, it must have been 2011 or something. And I asked a friend that I met at the time. I was like, why do you hate LeBron James? And he was like, he looked and thought about it for a while, and he was like, I don't know. And I was like, why the fuck? Okay, why are you hating them for? Like I said, it's just, I don't get that shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I guarantee, like the only way I could see people hating LeBron James, I'm going to reiterate this, I was saying this before I start recording, but it was like, when he left Cleveland and went to the Heat, I could see people from the Cleveland like, yeah, fuck LeBron because he left us. And then when he was winning with the Heat, and then he left Miami, then people in Miami was like, yeah, fuck LeBron James. But if you like, from like New York or Boston, or like just anywhere somebody else got a team, like, you have no reason to hate the man unless every time he comes through your city, he beats your team. And you like, fuck LeBron James because he keep beating us and shit. Then I'd be like, okay, cool. But like, outside of that, you have no real reason to hate him. Unless you just hate his political views and you just a racist asshole. That's the only reason I could see. But just generally hating him, why? I never got that. I like, LeBron James, he's like a cool dude. But it's just people got this shit. Like, it's like they can't think for them. Like, y'all motherfuckers can't think for yourselves. It's just like, you just, like, I just don't get it. I just, like, for the life of me, don't get it. For the life of me, I just don't get why, like, people would just hate on somebody, like, en masse, and not even think, like, why do I hate the person? That's, like, I hear this whole bandwagon thing and everything, but I just never got that shit. I just, to this day, it's like, if I hate somebody, I'm gonna hate them for legitimate reasons. I'm not gonna sit up there and be like, I just hate them because everybody else is hating them. That shit makes no sense. That shit makes absolutely no sense. Because I guarantee you, if you ask anybody on earth, why did LeBron James get all the hate? Or you ask them, why did you hate LeBron James? I guarantee you they couldn't answer it. They'll sit up there and be like, I don't know. Like, it was this one dude, and he basically said, like the friend that I was talking about. I remember this one chick. I can't remember where it is. I really wish I could find this video. But it was this woman. She was interviewing this guy. He was a racist dude. And he had like a leather vest on. He was an old man. And he had a beard. And I think he had glasses and like one of those hats. And she asked him. She straight up asked him, how come you don't like black people? He literally looked and thought about it and was like, I don't know. And I'm like, bro, like you hating a group of people and you don't even know why. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, the shit, yo, that shit is ridiculous. And that kind of goes to the wider world of like just hating black people for no reason. Like, we never bombed you. We never economically, systematically, historically fucked anybody over. We didn't do the Holocaust. We didn't bomb Nagasaki and Hiroshima. We didn't do none of these wars. In fact, we helped a lot of people out throughout history. But you don't have the same smoke for the white dude or white people. But you constantly keep hating on us while at the same time copying us. Not saying where you getting this shit from, but you hate us for some reason when we did nothing to you. And it's like, why you hate black people? Nobody could ever answer that question. And then it'll be some stupid shit saying like I know the thing, but I'm not gonna really even say it. But like whatever argument you bring up doesn't even make sense. Like, if we're harming ourselves, why do you hate us for that? We're not harming you. We're not in your neighborhood fucking you up. So saying that, because using the same old stupid ignorant stereotype, which is not true, is like, oh, they keep killing themselves. Okay, but what does that have to do with you though? If me and my next door neighbor who is black and we keep shooting each other, and you over in some gated community, okay, and we're in the hood in quotation marks, that has nothing to do with you. So what difference does it make? See, that's what I'm saying. It's just stupid shit that y'all just keep mindlessly going with, and you have no reason for it. And then let me state this: not all black people live in the hood or the ghetto. Like I was telling this dude on the comment section of YouTube, he was talking about something like, I get growing up in poverty, and I was like, me and my friends, who most of them were black, we grew up in the suburbs. Like, I don't even know what the ghetto is, basically. You see what I'm saying? Like, I never knew anybody in the ghetto, like in the projects. No, like I said, we all grew up in the suburbs. But before white people moved out because of white flight. Like, my whole childhood was in the suburbs. And then we moved to the city, which is still not the hood, later in life. But the house that we was living in, it was a house. You know, the block was clean. It was quiet. Even here, this shit is quiet. So I'm like I said, I never grew up in the hood. But it's like all black people grow up in the hood. Like, bitch, not me. That's what I'm saying. It's like y'all just keep going with the same stupid shit. Y'all keep following the herd, not thinking for yourselves. Like that stupid 1350. Like, how's that mathematically possible? That means 13% of all black people would have had to at least kill 3 to 4 people. Every black person would have been gone if that would have happened. So mathematically, that doesn't even make sense. And then you have to cut down. Like, you have to split the numbers. 1350 with 13% of the population. You got to cut that number in half. So we'll say roughly like I don't know, like 5.5 or like 6, just around that ballpark. Half of men, half of women. You got to think a lot of black people, like, I've never been to jail. A lot of the people I grew up with never been to jail. Then you got to, like, babies, children, people that are gay are not going to jail like that. Women, you know what I mean? Like, there are more men in prison than women. So you got to cut all these numbers down, like, drastically, and you're left with like 0.5% or so. Somebody made a chart. They said the number. It's like 0.5, like 8% or something. It's like less than 1%. But it's just like y'all just keep bringing up this stupid bullshit. I'm like, bro, like I said, that's truth be told, that's everybody. Everybody be doing the same thing, going with the same shit over and over again, following the herd, don't know why you hate this person. It's just like, bro. Like, I can't think of a reason or anybody that I was like, I hated this person because everybody else was hating them. Or didn't know why I was hating the person. That shit doesn't make sense. And y'all got to get off that. I'm out.